All right, we like a light shot. Kunayagabar, present thyself.
Kunayagabar, Banyahawa, Banyashala.
Kunayagabar, Banyahawa, Banyashala.
Shalom. Yahanna.
You wouldn't say shalom.
Shalom.
No, you ain't saying shalom. Just
Yahanna. Shalom.
Yahanna. You come on.
Oh, is he?
Oh. No, you ain't sitting down yet.
Oh, okay.
You good. You can rest it. No, you talk. Come closer so that way it pick us up. Sorry.
Yahanna.
Layashala. Oh, let's see. Oh, what about now? What about now?
It's a little low, but
Yes, you could probably come up just a tad.
like a smidge.
So like if I could, sir, I would probably put it on the thing the phone holds on. It has an actual ledge that you can. So then you can tilt it.
But now they gonna stay. Yeah,
You can't solve the back end part of it.
Yeah. Now what about now?
Tilt it up. The actual phone thing. Yeah, you got it.
Is it centered?
Now you just need to bring it back your way so you can be seen on this side. Now I would like to turn it.
Turn this phone.
No, yeah, turn it. Yeah, turn it the other way. There you go. Turn it some more. Come on, concept.
Right there.
All right, now go back up with it just a tad. Right there.
Good.
Come on.
All right, most like Christ.
We may need a little.
We may need to lower it down once you sit down.
That's fine. Salaki, everybody watching. Salaki. All right. No, you're gonna extend it out. So extend it out. Yep. Just like
we didn't get that part.
No, you did. I'm saying to hand it back to me. You still extend it out.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There you go. All right. The water looks good now. Imagine, which means to stand. All right. We'll be grabbing that. What Panya Hakudam, which means to rise and face the east. It's this way. All right.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakutka. Gaba'ah. Ratazar. Hayah. Aisha. Baharatazar. Kawah. Hayah. Hashemayim. Nathanawa. Lakom. Kal. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawakinawa. Wala'ah. Kabayanawa. Hanasaya one. Kabal. Awashayanawa. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. Radapara. Laiwalamim. Aman. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahushua. Baba Kusha. Nathanawa. Hakak. La'apa'ah. Call Madawa. Call Madawa. Haka. Not to harm. Amatazariah. Haka. Lahakim. Hamakim. Haka. Arakawa. Atamaala. Lagarashan. By Shimi Awashai. The water Aman. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To come out. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it.
The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew.
Yahweh.
By Shimi Awashai. Barak
Lanawa. Wayashala. Waha. By Yatsapari. Barak. Rapat. Magun.
By Shimi
Awashai. The water Aman. What we said was Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha.
Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemaiah. Wa'aratazah. All your son. Number what? Regal. All Yanawam. Shamarka. Anah. La'ah. Yanawam. Bala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazal. Al-Yah. Yamnika. Yavamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakak. Wayarak. Walayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makalra. Yashamar. After Pashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'af. Wabu'ak. Ma'itha. Wa'ai. Aman. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al the Mayalaka.
Al the Karash. All the Shakwat. All. Yahanna. I Yahanna Yawan. Wamashanai. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Ya'ariyam. Sawa. Wayathaya'i Tazawa. Al-Tazak Pawanika. Amawa. Lakawa. Wanakakia. Mogoya. Wala'a. Yazakor. Sham Yashal. Iwa. Kaya. Nawa'ai Tazawa. La. Yahadwa. Algit. Barya. Yakarafwa. Aholia. Anawam. Wayashama'olia. Wagaria. Gabal. Waimalak. Halashak. I'm Yeshabi. Tazawur. Gam Ashawur. Nalawa. Aiman. Iowa. Zawawad. Abanyalawat. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Gamadya. Kasayasara. Kayapya. Banahol. Koyashwan. Nashamadwa. Bayandara. Iowa. Daman. La Adama, Shea Thumba, the Yabawa, Kaira, because of Abba, because of Abba, because of Zalmanai, call and say a Kumba, a Shaw, Amawa, Nayarasha, the Noah, Nawa, Alahaya, Alahaya, Shea Thumba, to Gawda, to Quash, the Panyaraka, Ka'ash, the Ira, Wakalahaba, Galahat, Haryam, Khan, Garadap, Basaira, Wabasawa, Dabahalam, Malaa, Kanya, Palawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayah, Wayapapar, Wayabadwa, Where the Iowa, Kaya, Asa, Shamka, Yahawah, Labadka, Al, Yawan, Al, Paul, Rataza, Amon. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
For
they have consulted together with one consent.
they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee.
Tabernacles of Edom,
The Tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the
and the
Hagarites,
Hagarites,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon, and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asa also is joined with them.
Asa also is going with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kasam,
the brook of Kasam,
which perished indoors.
which perished indoors.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Zed.
and like sand.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all the princes,
as Abba,
as Zabah,
and as Amunah,
and as the moon,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of the island in possession.
Oh, my power,
All my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy
and
storm.
make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and buried,
that men may know
that they may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
name alone,
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it. Declaring the blessings of the parish structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Lahai?
Why Alahayim?
Matazabia.
Matazabia.
Alawak Yahanna.
Alawak Yahanna.
Alawak.
Alawak Yahanna.
Hasaranya.
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 Hasaranya. Why Wafi? Yahweh.
Hashim Yahweh Shah.
Hashim Yahweh Shah.
The
What Aman. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh, it's like it. And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabi, which means to be seated. Go ahead, clap it up. Oh yeah. I got it. Go ahead, y'all can sit down still. Go ahead, clap it up. Most High Christ.
Down. There you go.
All right. Yeah, we can scoot over so like a shot. There we go. All right, go ahead, clap it up. Another high holy day. The feast tonight is the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles. And we're going to get into what the Feast of Tabernacles is, of course. I'm just going to go over more. We're going to be in your personal space, all right? It's just me, Elijah. I got plenty of room. All right? The sisters, Shalom, Sister Yapashiar, and all the brothers and sisters that are watching online. Shalom to the brothers and sisters in the class as well. All right? Most High in Christ. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Leviticus chapter 23. And starting at verse 1. All right? And if anyone has any questions in the class or online, please feel free to ask. Shalom, mighty man. Sister Sharash down there in St. Louis. Shalom, Mike. How about you? What's going on, Mike? How you feeling, brother? How you doing? Opening of the feast. And this is what's so heavy. Like Commander General Yahanna just finished teaching the whole lecture last night about the internet and the evils of the internet. But you know what makes the internet beautiful is the I.S.U.P.K. We don't use it for pornography and for naked women and for, you know, all of the evil devices our oppressor and evil wicked men use it for. We use it for things like this. What's that? So like I'm talking about. Yo, you too hard. We use it for times like now where we are gathered together to celebrate the Feast of the Tabernacles, for Feast of Memorial blowing of the trumpets, for the Day of Atonement, for Passover, because everyone can't physically be with us. And Christ talked about that. The brothers who are locked away, locked up, that's in the penitentiary, that's in jail, they won't be able to physically be here, but they got phones in jail. They got computers and tablets, and they'll be able to watch us in the penitentiary. They will be able to join us through social media. And that's what we are using social media for, to connect to all of our people throughout the planet Earth, through all the four corners of the earth. If you are someone, everybody got a device, and everyone has access to the internet. Log on to these I.S.U.P.K classes and high holy days so we can be together. This is what the Lord wants to see. The brother isn't here physically with us in Kansas City. He's in St. Louis, but he's still with us because he's watching online. He could be in the comfort of his own home with his family all the way 400 miles away, 4,000 miles away, and you could join us right here, right now. And if you would like to join, you just ask and reach out for the link, and we'll put you right in this class. If you're somebody who can't physically be with us, you just put in the chat that you need the link, and I'll send you the link so you can be with us, man. That's the power of Christ. We ain't using the internet for porn and naked women. We're using it to bring the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel together under Christ, man. Go ahead, read wherever y'all at. Go ahead, read.
9?
No, 23 and 1.
23 and 1.
Card. Elisha, you had something you want to say?
Oh, I was about
to okay, go ahead. You two are.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1 in the Hebrew. The bar, Yahweh, all, Mashallah, bar. Verse 2. The bar, all, Banya, Yasha'ala, La Marak, Alaham, Maba Aithya, Yahweh, Ashar, Thakorawa, the Quam, Asalaka, Athom, Makor Aya, Kodash, Allah, Ham, Maba Aithya. Verse 3. Shishat, Yam, Ba'aisha, Malakat, Waba Yawam, Hashabayaya, Shabbat. Shabbathwan, Malkorah, Kodash, Kal, Malakah, La'ah, the Aishua, Shabbat, Hawa'ah, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawa Shabbat Yakam. Verse 4. Allah, Mawa Aya, Yahweh, Makorah, Ya, Kodash, Ashar, Thakor, Awa, Athon, Bamawa, Idom. Verse 5. Bachadash, Hara Ashwan, Bai, Aishar, La Chadash, Bayan, Ha'ai Rabyam, Pasak, La Yahweh. Verse 6. Waba Kamasha, Aishar, Yawam, La Chadash, Hazah, Kad, Hamatazawak, La Yahweh, Shabbat, Yam, Matazawak, Da Hal. Last verse, verse 7. Bayawam, Hara Ashwan, Makorah, Kodash, Yaya, Lacham, Kal, Malakah, Ibada, La'at, the I.S.U.P.K.
Brother, read that Leviticus 23 so much in these high holy days the last few years. He know it by heart. He didn't do it like Officer Yarashi in Virginia.
I ain't on this level.
I remember when Yarashi came to me learning that was the one thing that fished Officer Yarashi. Give him a hand out of Virginia, second in command of VA. Under Captain Adizaka Shah. Listen, brother, I remember when it was Esau's military and he was learning under me. He was like, man, I got questions. And he was like, that language I hear y'all saying the prayers in, what is that? I said, that's Hebrew. And that's the one thing that stuck with him. He said, that's something that just caught his attention. Like, damn, I like that Hebrew. I love that Hebrew. And from then on, since he came into the truth, he just was, and you know, you're a Gadite. That's nature to him, right, to speak that Hebrew, that Lashon Kodash. But he stuck with that Hebrew, and brother, he read it like it's English, like it's his first language. He just, but you know what? That's the importance of the internet. That's the importance of us coming together any means we can, because that's the way we learn. We didn't have a Lashon Kodash class in VA when we came into the truth. Before us, it was Officer Marah. Before Officer Marah, it was General Kabbalah. Now it's Hazahab, but before Hazahab, it was Marah. Before Officer Marah in Philly, it was General Kabal. And we would faithfully watch every Friday that class to learn how to pronounce it, how to say it, how to read it. And that's the power of the internet if you use it for the right reasons. Our issue is our oppressor has bastardized everything. So the internet, his creation of it, was just for us to be addicted to something like Commander Yahanna was breaking down last night. But it is very important to get into PK classes online. It's important to physically, if you can go physically. But if you can't make it physically, the sister, let me go back to Sister Yapashiar. To her comment, she said, I'm at the slave. She's at her slave watching class, watching the Feast of Tabernacles. Damn right. She watching from the slave. Let me ask you, what's your excuse? We got a prison program full of brothers that's checking in prison, behind bars. You have no excuse. We've reached out to brothers and sisters who are homeless with phones. You have no excuse on why you can't be here, whether it's on the internet or physically. Get in class to save your soul and to learn your culture. That Hebrew, that brother, listen, man, Elisha, you want to tell him how you started out? All of us start out. No. All of us start out not being able to read it, but you do it over time, and brother, you'll catch on like it's your second language, like it's your first language. It's the same with everything else. And that's the importance of logging into class, checking in, being attentive, asking questions, reading, being here, and being available. That's why it's so important, man. So let's get these things, let's get it going. You understand? Let's get it going. Go ahead, Elisha. To your point, I just wanted to big up because Officer Hazahab, he does an excellent job. Yeah, right. If you ever watch one of his Hebrew classes, like, I mean, he'll get you there. Like, he's so, yeah, right. It's just like, it's natural to him. It's natural, yeah. He does it. Yarash same way. Officer Yarash same way. Marah, all of them are excellent with their Hebrew. So I tune into their classes like as I drive trucks on my slave. So I listen to them classes sometimes because certain vowel, not that I ain't trying to ramble on about that, but it's certain vowel points. It's like, damn, I didn't catch that at first until he broke that down. Now I can pronounce this word. That's right. So I'm still like, I'm reading it a lot better than when I started. But like you said, it's all a matter of tuning into class, yeah, right, and staying diligent. The sister's bigging you up a lot, Elisha. They said you sure did. Say he be teaching that Hebrew. They said you was reading through that Hebrew. Right there, right? The brother read through that Hebrew. You come to class, man. You will make a man out of it. We will show you how to do everything. You won't just learn the Hebrew. You learn how to be a better father, husband. Learn how to come together with your people. Learn how to love your people. Appreciate your family. Get a new family. We'll show you how to be who you are supposed to be under Christ. For every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, not just the men, but for sisters too. We'll show you how to be the best version, a new version of yourself. Not the best version of yourself, but a new version of yourself. And it starts right here in class, man. Right here in these holy days. Remember, this is the Feast of Tabernacles. And we're getting into just why it's important. This holy day is very important, like all the rest of them. But we're going to go into the importance of why the Feast of Tabernacles is important to us. Because you're going to learn in these last days just why we need to be in the spirit of the Feast of Tabernacles and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Those two high holy days, the spirit behind them, and these last days, you're going to know why I said that in just a second. Go ahead, Kornai Yakabar.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feast. Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is a Sabbath of the Most High in all your dwellings. Verse 4, these are the feast of the Most High, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Verse 5, in the 14th day of the first month at evening is the Most High's Passover. Verse 5. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Most High. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. Verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work therein. That's it.
All right, go ahead, Elisha. You got it.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wakwa, it's like a wahak paratum, asha, like Yahweh, Shabbat, Yam Yom, Bayawam, Hashabayaya, Makara, Fadash, Kal, Malakat, Ibadala, Ata, Aishawut. Verse 9. Well, Yadabar, Yahweh, all Masha, La Amar. Verse 10. The bar all Banya, Yasha'ala, Wa Amara, Alaham, Kaya, Taba, Awa, all Harataza, Ashar, Anya, Nathan, Laham, Wakwatarazapum, Quataza Ra, Slake, Quataza Yara, Wahaba Athom, Imar, Ra'ashya, Quataza Yarakam, all Hakahan. Verse 11. Wahanaya ha'aimar lapanya Yahweh lara taza nakom mama kara hashabat yana yapanwa hakahan. Verse 12. Wa'aish yatham bayawam hanayapkum ha'aimar bakom. So like a kabash damyom ban.
When you read that Thum Yum, read Thamayum, like the brother's name in the school.
So it's
Thamayum.
Thamayum, Ban, Shanafwa, La Ayla, La Yahweh. Verse 13. Wamana Kakwa, Shanya, Aisharanyam, Salah, Balawala, Bashaman, Asha, La Yahweh, Rayak, Nayak, Wana Saka, Yayan, Rabba Ya'if, Ha Hayan. Last verse, verse 14. Walakam, Wakoya, Wakar, Mala, La'a, Da Hawa, Itazam, Hayawam, Hazai, Habayakum, Quar Rabban, Alahayakum, Kwak. I will long, Ladarakyakam, Bakal, Mashabakyakam.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High 7 days. In the 7th day is the holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 9. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come to the land which I give unto you, I shall reap the harvest thereof. Then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Most High to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Most High. Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2 tenths deal of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Most High for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of a hin.
And so for all the brothers and sisters who are watching and who don't understand the who's maybe this is their first day of atonement. We passed that. Like Jay said, Day of Atonement. He's still hungry. This ain't the Day of Atonement. This is the Feast of Tabernacles. But in all the days of the Lord, all the holy days of the Lord, it's all feasts. And there's all sacrifice and offerings. And this is something you pay attention to in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. Also in Leviticus, the 16th chapter, when the Lord, the Most High God, gave it to Aaron, Aharon, to keep the Day of Atonement. Remember, it was Aaron first because he's the priest. He's the chief priest. He's the first priest of Israel, right? Think about Aaron like George Washington for America. He's the founding father of this priesthood, of the Levitical priesthood, right? Under Melchizedek. Well, Aaron, he was the first one to keep the Day of Atonement. And that's found in Leviticus, the 16th chapter, I believe, verse 8, right? We read it a couple of Sabbath services ago. And after he kept the Day of Atonement, the Most High gave it for all of us to keep the Day of Atonement, all of Israel, to be afflicted, for our soul to be afflicted together. That was in Leviticus, the 16th chapter. Although we all were to not eat for 24 hours, at the end of the feast, at the end of the fast, when we break the Day of Atonement fast, guess what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to give offering to the Lord. We are supposed to give sacrifice, blood sacrifice to the Lord. That's a common theme amongst all the high holy days. Does anyone want to guess why? Does anyone want to know why that is? Why is it that every high holy day is not only centered around us being together, all the high holy days are also centered around us giving something up to the Lord, devoting something to the Lord, dedicating something to the Most High. Remember, it started with circumcision. Circumcision, then it went to the Day of Atonement. We had Passover. After Passover, the Feast of First Fruits. After the Feast of First Fruits, what is it? After Passover is the unleavened bread. After unleavened bread is First Fruits. After First Fruits, it is memorial blowing of trumpets. Then it's the Day of Atonement. Then it's now Tabernacles. So why is every high holy day? Everything is about devoting, giving something to the Lord. Sacrifice to the Lord. Anyone want to guess? Anyone online? Anyone in class? Does anyone want to guess why that is? I'm gonna give y'all time.
I think the sister, she faked when he raised her hand.
Let's see who.
Right.
Oh, I got a brother online. Hold on, Sister Mariam. The brother Sharash said, Salaki, to show the Most High we are sincere in serving him. That's a great answer. Give him a hand. What were you going to say?
I was going to say something similar, like to show, like give something up to the Lord to show, like, gratitude for whatever we celebrate. Like, I know, like, the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened bread is like we get out of Egypt, so we like giving up something to the Lord because he took us out of that.
That's a good answer, too. That's a good answer. But it's something more. It's something centered around circumcision. When you think about this, think of circumcision. And then it'll bring you right to it. Let's see, because it's about the Most High, not ourselves. That's a good one, too, sis. These are good answers. I'll accept all these answers because they are right. They are to show the Lord. It's about the Most High. It's all about what Sister Mariam and the brother Sharash said, right? To show that we're sincere in serving the Lord. But think about why the Lord told Abraham to circumcise all Israelite males on the 8th day. What is that all about? Why do we? The Lord is ordering us to do it. Remember that. This isn't something that we are wanting to do. It's something the Lord is ordering us to do. The sister Yapashiar says, so like our contact and dedication to the Most High. Contract. Oh, contract. Okay, that's going down. That's a good one. But give me something more. Give me something more. Why is it that the Lord wants us to dedicate, to sacrifice? Remember, these are holy days with Christ. We make blood. Right now, y'all wouldn't just be sitting there playing with toys. You'll be up here cutting the lamb's throat and make sure the blood comes out right here on the first step of the temple. Right there next to the Ark of the Covenant and the Ark of the Testimony. Why does the Lord want this? Why does the Lord want your son to be circumcised on the 8th day? Why are these things? Why? The Lord could just tell you no. He could just say, if it's about the Lord, remember, what did Christ say? My Father has, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. The Lord doesn't need your sacrifice. He doesn't need you. He gave you our holy days so you can remember who we are, so you can remember where we came from. Why is it that the Lord, during these high holy days, we have to sacrifice unto him? Why does the Lord make you circumcised? I'm almost gave you the answer. Why does he make you circumcise just on the 8th day? Why? What is the purpose of these things? Yes, it's a contract. It's a covenant. Yes, it's because the Most High God wants us to show our gratitude and our service to him. But there's something more. Sister, in the back.
I was going to say, do you have to, like, go through some type of pain or something?
Give the sister a hand. Because I'm gonna see that was correct, but I'm gonna see also what the other sister says. The sister Yapashiar said, so that we remember what we're supposed to be doing. That's good as well. So we remember his laws. That's good. But now remember, Sister Yapashiar, we were doing these and still not obeying the laws of God. So to remember the laws, it wasn't to remember the laws. what the sister said in the back, Sister Mariam, would you like to say your answer again?
I said to go through some type of pain.
Use that, say that word, emphasize that word.
What, pain?
Pain. So you can hurt. That's why. The Most High God doesn't need your sacrifice. He wants you to sacrifice so that you say, it's going along with circumcision. That's the best way to break it down. The sister back here got a son too, right? You have to circumcise that boy on the 8th day. He's going to be hollering and screaming in pain. And you sitting there looking as a woman don't understand it. She's like, that's my baby boy. Give me my baby boy back. You oh thou bloody man. That's what Moses' heathen wife called him, a bloody man, because you're circumcising. You're cutting the foreskin of a boy's penis off. He's screaming and hollering, and the father is doing it. He's inflicting this pain on them. Why? Why is he inflicting that pain on him? Because that is the dedication to the Lord amongst all the other, amongst everything else. There's a level of loyalty that comes with hurting for someone that you love. And the Most High God wants us to hurt for him. He wants to see what we're made out of. And this is how you know what I'm saying is true. The best way you can understand is when Christ said that our Father, or the Most High God, is our Father. And any good father, to prove their children, to prove who their children or what their child is made out of, that child is going to have to hurt. That's a good parent. A good parent doesn't give everything to their child. A good parent sees his son, these boys want to jump his son, and he don't just go out there and defend his son. He says, no, you go out there. I want to see let me see what you made out of. You want me to jump in with all these boys? I want to see you fight. You go fight. You go get a scrape on your knee. You go get hurt. Let me see what you're made out of. That's the Most High God. He's a perfect father. Because before the Lord gives us this land, before the Most High God gives us salvation, before the Lord gives us anything, he wants to see if we've earned it. Right. And how do we show him we've earned it? Bringing that lamb up here on that altar to slaughter. Remember, it was your best lamb. This lamb made you money. It was your best bull. This bull made you money. This is your son. This son is going to bleed and hurt. Let me see what you're made out of. Let me see if you truly love me. Let me see what you're made out of. That's the reason why. He wants you to feel pain. That's the whole reason of the Day of Atonement. There's no other reason for the Day of Atonement other than you hurting. Why do you have to hurt? Why? Because the Lord wants to see if you're sincere, like the brother said, like the sister said. Are you just telling me that you love me? Are you just telling me that you'll worship me all the days of your life? Remember, Christ said that their mouths honor him, but your hearts are far from him. You in the church say all day long, I love you, God. God, we love you. Jesus, we love you. And then that same night, you'll go have sex with some whore or some slut. God. You'll go sell drugs after you told God you love him. It's more than this, just your words. The Lord wants to see your actions. And in these high holy days, every last one, there's a sacrifice that comes with it. There's a sacrifice so the Most High God can see just what his people are made out of. Let me see if you earn this. Are you going to earn this covenant, earn this blessing? That's a perfect father. You got something you want to say, Elisha?
If I may, just to go off what you're saying, Adawan. And I was looking for the scripture. I can't quite remember, but it said that we would be tried like gold. You know what I'm saying? That pulling out the impurities, we would be tried by the fire to get the purities like how gold is. That's what the sister, as you said that sister by your mouth said, I think of it as going through the fire as well. Yeah, right. That's in the right spirit. Because anything that we do to please the Lord, like we brought out the last high holy day, we don't live by our will. You know what I mean? Our will is to be a sinner. Our will is to get drunk, get high, go chase whores, and do what the hell we want to do. The Lord's will is for us to be perfect and to serve him so we won't have any harm or danger or curses come upon us. Yeah, right. We want to die. Yeah, right. The Lord wants us to live. And if you want to live, and if you love your nation, if you love your family, you love your children, you would teach this nation how to do the will of the Lord. That's right. And not the will of your lust, not the will of your damn self. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, right.
Just to kind of add on to what y'all saying, it's like I was just talking about this earlier, is that, you know, just like the Christian church does, they do a lot of lip service. And like you said, the Most High wants you to prove it. So if I could, I was going to read the scripture real quick.
Go ahead.
1 John chapter 3 and 18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. The Lord wants you to prove. He wants you to prove your love. You know what I'm saying? By action.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of lip service, and I love God, and I'm a Christian. You know what I'm saying? That's what's got this world fooled right now by people running around just saying they're Christian, and they have not proved that they love God in no kind of fashion.
Damn right.
You understand? No certain ways have they actually put themselves through the fire.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? And that's what it takes, man, to prove your love to the Most High, and also to love your brothers and sisters. You understand? What the Bible say, lay down your life, you know what I'm saying, for your brothers and your sisters.
Right.
And that's just
There's no greater love.
There's no greater love.
Yeah, man. The Lord wants to see what we're made out of every year. Every year. Just like a good child, a good parent, I mean. You have good children, and you know that child is good. How good really? Have they been put up to the test? Right. Yeah, you know, okay, he gets A's on their homework every year. He gets good grades. They get A's, they get, you know, they do well in sports. They're a good child. But boy, when that child is tempted, that's going to show you the kind of child you really have. And as a good parent, it's your job to test your children before that point comes. Your job is to get them ready for the real world. How do you do that if you just give them everything because they get A's? Let me see what you're made out of. And that's the Most High God. He wants to see what we're made out of. He wants to make sure that these blessings he has for us and the kingdom of heaven, it's not going to an unrighteous people that just want to twerk on Instagram and get high all day. He wants to make sure that we are bringing our best and sacrificing our best just for him. That's the Lord. That's a perfect father. Everyone understand?
Hello, God.
Go ahead. Wherever you were, you finish it off. You were on verse 13.
Let's say, God.
Verse 13.
14. And Salakia, Leviticus 23 and 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn nor green ears until the same self day that ye have brought an offering unto your power. If shall be Salakia, it shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Elisha.
We're going back to the Hebrew. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. Basa Paratham, Lakon, Mama Karat, Hashabat, Mawa Maya Wam, Habayayakam, Aymar, Hata Nawapa, Shabbat, Shabbathwa, Dam Yamak, Tahayana, verse 16. I, Mama Karat, Hashabat, Hashabayay, Dam Parad, Kamashayam, Kamashim, like it, Yavam, Waha Paraptam, Manakha, Kadash, La Yahweh. Verse 17. Mama wa Shabbat Yakum, Dabaya Awa, Laham, Dana wa Pa, Shafyam, Shanya, Aisharanyam, Salah, Dahayana, Hamatazah, Da Payas, Da Payana, Bako Warrior, La Yahweh, verse 18. Waha Korabtum, Al Halakam, Shabbat, Kabashim, Dam Yamam, Banya, Shana, Wapar, Ban, Wakwar, Akha, Walakam, Shanyam, Yahayawa, Allah, La Yahweh, Wamana Hakim, Wana Sakyam, Wana Sakyahum, Ashar, Rayat, Nayakas, La Yahweh, verse 19. Wa'aish Yathum, Sha'ayar, Isayam, Ahad, Laha, Ta'at, Washanya, Kabashim, Banya, Shana, Lazabat, Shalamyam, verse 20. Wahanayat, Hakahan, Atham, Alaham, Haba, Koborium, Dana Wapa, La Panya, Yahweh, Al, Shanya, Kabashim, Kodash, Yahayawa, La Yahweh, La Kahan. Last verse, verse 21. Wakor Aftam, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazab, Ba'quara, Kodash, Ya Lacham, Kal, Malaka, I-Bada, La-A, the I.S.U.P.K, Kakwat, I-Walam, Bakal, Mawa, Shabbatyakum, Ladaratyakum.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16.
That's the Feast of First Fruits. That's 50 days. That's the 7 Sabbaths. Just so y'all, if y'all were wondering what that is, that's the Feast of First Fruits. Go ahead, Q.
Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7 Sabbaths shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Most High. Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your inhabitations 2 wave loaves of 2 tenths deals. They shall be of fine flour, they shall be baking with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Most High. Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Most High, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Most High. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruit for a wave offering before the Most High. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy unto the Most High for the priest. Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the same self day, that it may be a holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Waba Quatazarikum, Quatazaria, Aratazarikum, La'a, Dakala, Pa'a, Shagdak, Baquatazara, Walaquat, Quatazaria, La'a, Dalaquat, La'anya, Walagar, the Aizar, Daizah, Anya, Yahweh, Alahayakum. Verse 23, while you're Debar, Yahweh, all, Mashallah, Amar. Verse 24, Debar, all, Banya, Yasha'ala, La Amar, Ba Khadash, Hashabayaya, Ba Had, La Khadash, Ya Lakam, Shabbathwan, Zakarwan, Dar, Wa'ai, Makorah, Kodash. Verse 25, Call, Malakat, Ibada, La'af, the Aishawa, Waha Koratham, Asha, La Yahweh. Verse 26. Wa Yadabar, Yahweh, all, Mashallah, Amar. Verse 27. At, Ba'aishawar, La Khadash, Hashabayaya, Hazah, Yawam. So like Yawam, Haka, Parium, Hawa'a, Makor, Ra'ah, Kodash, Ya Lakam, Wa'anyatham, Napashaktikum, Waha Koraptum, Asha, La Yahweh. Last verse, verse 28. Bakal, Malakala, the Aishawa, Ba'aitzazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Kaya, Yawam, Kaparium, Hawa'a, La Kapar, Al Yakam, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayakum.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleanings of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Most High, your power.
Now, this is supposed to be a Christian, godly country that follows the Bible. But America right now is in a government shutdown. And just like I seem like when I was here in Kansas City like 2 years ago and teaching this same holiday, and anything happened. It was another government shutdown in.
God.
And that was under Trump, or that was under Biden.
God, oh God.
So for all you Negroes that say, well, we got to vote Democrat or we got to vote Republican, the end result is the same. The government is still going to shut down whether you got a Democrat or a Republican. This vote is going to shut down, right? Donald Trump, the government is shut down under Trump, and remember, the president has the ability and power to stop the government from shutting down. All they have to do is comply with what the Congress wants, what the other side of the aisle wants, and they just don't do it. Let me make sure I come on this. They just don't want to do it. They don't want to comply because he thinks his way is right. And what is his way? Cutting off, I think, 500 million Americans from Medicaid, and Medicare. Wow. Like 500 million Americans are without Medicaid and Medicare, and everyone who works for the government, to include all oppressors, military service members, don't get paid during this time. As the government is shut down, unless they rectify the situation before the 15th of this month, your service member's son, he or daughter, won't be receiving a paycheck because they don't receive money when the government is shut down. Go ahead.
So I was going to ask, you said the military doesn't get paid?
They don't get paid.
I thought they said that or is that maybe that's different? The guard, the National Guard, that they still going to get paid.
That's state.
Okay,
that's the state. I'm saying if you work for the federal government, you don't get paid. That means the FBI, the military, anyone with the government job, IRS. If they work for the IRS, you don't get paid, right? And this is what the Bible said. Go back and read what you just read.
What about them COs in the federal penitentiary?
They may not get paid either. They might not get paid either because that's federal. State prison, they still get paid because that's the state. But any federal job, you don't get paid.
I got a few COs. I'm waiting for them to put their own weapon in their mouth.
Oh boy! Hey, listen, that's the FBI, Homeland Security, and ICE agents. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. We're going to continue to set up these prayers for the curses, so the Most High God can continue to plague our enemies, so they can one day put that gun in their mouth. So you know it won't be the hands of us that did it. That's the hands of God that did that. Read what you got, Kunal Yagabar.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest.
You own land, you have a farm, you have a ranch. Guess what? When you go to harvest, which that's another topic, is the farmers that are losing money trying to buy from America anymore. Now, America, I did read earlier that America will give them subsidies like they've always done to white farmers. I think they passed a $10 billion spending. Somehow they passed $1 billion spending bill for all white farmers, but they can't pass a spending bill for all of America, for all of the federal government. But that's neither here nor there. But the farmers of America, they are getting money, so they won't lose their white farms that they've stolen from the North American Indians hundreds of years ago. But the Bible says that if you have land, if you have a farm, and you are going to harvest all of your crop. You got row crop. You have what do they call what is a not row crop? What do they call it? Specialty crop. If you have specialty crop, row crop, you are not allowed to harvest everything for yourself. So if you are harvesting cucumbers, if you have vegetables, if you have fruit, apples, oranges, right? You can't get everything. You have to leave some. You have to leave some. You can't glean the harvest, the corners of your fields. You have to leave them. Leave them for who?
So, Salakia. You want me to keep reading the whole thing?
Yeah, read.
Neither shall thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor.
Who else?
The poor.
And who else?
And the stranger.
Listen, man, not only does the Lord want our nation to look out for the poor, for those who do not have, but he also is hospitable to a stranger. What is a stranger? A stranger is someone that's not in your nation. Not in every context, but in this context, the stranger is someone that's coming in to our land that is not born in Israel. America says that they're sending ICE agents and Homeland Security to oppress and to brutalize and to violate and to separate families of the Latino tribes, of the so-called Mexicans, of the so-called not the Puerto Ricans, but the Dominicans, the Central and South Americans, and the Mexicans. There are videos you can see all day online that will break your heart of how ICE and Homeland Security are literally ripping apart their families like you tear a piece of paper up. That's how they're ripping apart our families. They aren't kind to the poor and the stranger. America makes laws where you cannot be poor. America makes laws to oppress people who are poor more than the rich. They have tax laws for people who are rich, but there are no laws against people who are poor. If you lose your home, there is no law to protect you against losing your home. There is no laws or any rules to protect you against someone that comes to a video part. There is no. What I'm saying is there are no rules or laws to defend the person who's fallen on hard times. There are people who just simply fall on hard times and don't have the money to make ends meet right now. But you know what America does? They'll throw you in jail. They'll evict you still. They don't give a damn. But if you're rich, there are rules and laws for you because America doesn't obey the Bible. God said to leave some for the poor and stranger. This comes against selfishness and avarice. Our oppressor is so greedy. He can't make one less dime, one less penny. He can't make one less dollar. He has to get everything. Everything. Think about how vast America is. Think about where the Mexicans came from before the so-called white Europeans settled here and took the North American Indian and Mexicans' land. Before the Spanish-American War of 1812, all of the west of Kansas belonged to the Mexicans. Nebraska, Kansas, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, California, Oregon State, Washington State, Nevada, New Mexico. That belonged to the Mexicans and the North American Indian. But America is so vast, they don't even want the people whose land it rightfully is to even live there. They gotta exile them to a country down south of Texas. Texas is Mexico. California is Mexico. But our oppressor, California, Nebraska, everything west of Kansas City is all belong to Mexico. But our oppressor can't have just one less. He can't make one less dollar. He can't have one less acre. He has to have it all. The Bible comes against someone who wants it all. You have to share what you have. There's not a sin to be poor, but in America it is. In the Christian church it is. The Lord wants us to share the bit that we have. If you have land and a farm and you raise livestock or grow crop, you have to share that crop. Share those with people who can't afford it, with people who don't have the means. Everyone won't be rich. Everyone won't be Oprah Winfrey or LeBron James or Hugh Hefner or Bill Gates or Microsoft. Some people just going to work a 9 to 5. They can't afford a damn, $1 million home, $1 million mansion. They only be able to afford a small bedroom home for 15 kids. But there should be someone looking out for that brother and that sister with those kids. There should be someone looking out for some homeless granny who doesn't receive her pension because the government is shut down. Your grandmothers and grandfathers who are retired won't receive a Social Security check this month because the government is shut down. The Lord comes against greed and avarice that our oppressor has. Our oppressor is so goddamn greedy, he needs it all. He can't just share the bit of land that rightfully belongs to the Mexicans and gives it to them. You know how much land this country has that is uninhabitable, that people don't even live in? He says, the hell with that. We're going to, in fact, I think Donald Trump passed a law or was thinking about making a law to privatize all of the public lands. This is how greedy the white man is. Earlier this summer, Donald Trump was thinking, the public lands like national parks, like Yellowstone and all of those national parks. Donald Trump was thinking about making it a law to privatize all of the public lands, to make Yellowstone owned by some rich white corporation, to make the Badlands in South Dakota owned by some rich. He was going to make all public land private land, just so he didn't have to share with the North American Indian, just so he didn't have to share with the Mexican. That's how greedy our oppressor is. The Lord comes against that greediness. He comes against that lust for everything. He makes you give what you have to someone who doesn't have. He makes you share the thing. You already have a farm, which means you will be able to give your family enough food every year. But what about the brothers and the sisters and the people, the strangers, who will not be able to? They have to die because they're poor. They have to be homeless because they're poor. In America, you would, because Americans are greedy. Our oppressor is greedy, but the children of Israel are not. That's right. God made us to love the poor and the stranger, even if you don't want to. There's a law in the Bible that makes you give the small that you have to people who can't make anything for themselves. That's the first welfare system right here in the Bible. That's the first WIC, and which is going to be cut off. WIC and welfare and Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare. Imagine being sick and you have to die because you don't own medical insurance. You're going to die because you're sick. In a country that is the richest country on the face of the earth, with the world's most mightiest, powerful military that ever existed, you're going to die in this country because you're sick. Your grandmother and grandfather will die because they're sick, simply because they're too poor to afford medical insurance. The Lord is against America because America goes against what God told us to do in the Bible. Keep reading, now. So like, yeah, so you want to tell like shot, go ahead.
Because when we bring it out, it's so heavy. And I can't help but think, I want to go back just to Smug when you was talking about how he's going to help all the farmers. He's going to help all these farmers.
White farmers.
White farmers. He's going to help all these white farmers from a problem he created. You understand? This is a problem he created. Now he has to go back and help the white farmers.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But what about the problems they created for blacks and Hispanics?
That's right.
We went through slavery, and they promised us 40 acre and a mule. Not to say we focus on 40 acres and a mule,
right?
But for the blacks, especially Judites love talking about receiving this 40 acres and a mule. Mm-hmm. They think it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. And this is proof it's not going to happen because he's going to help the white farmers.
That's right.
It would have been happened. We would have been had the money. It's not that they don't have the money.
That's right.
You have the proof that they have it. We have the proof that they have the money and always had the money.
That's right.
We're just not the people that they want to help.
That's right.
So
that's right. Get out of hand.
And why I'm saying that is to say this: while we're focused on politics, while we're focused on the government, while we're focused on giving all our love to America, the Bible tells us to focus on each other.
That's right.
You understand? If we focus more on each other, we wouldn't have to worry about no damn 40 acres in the mule.
That's right.
We had places like Black Wall Street, Seneca Village. The only reason those places failed is because the Lord wasn't with us.
That's right.
Imagine if we followed the Lord with that same vision, we would be unstoppable.
That's
because
right.
we would have the power of the Most High behind us.
Yeah, right.
That's all I wanted to say.
The sister in the back has something you want to say. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say what you was bringing out. I just thought about it too, with the government shutting down. Like people work 65, 70 years to get retirement, and then the government gonna shut down, and they not gonna get that check and won't be able to pay their bills because the government is shut down.
And you retired.
Yeah, right.
That's when you see your bank, bro.
Listen, that's the greed of all oppressors. What the sister said, if you couldn't hear, the sister said that you work 65 and they bumping the retirement age up. They keep bumping you won't be able to retire. You'll die. The goal is for our oppressor to get you to die before you retire. You'll be dead in your work uniform and won't even be able to retire. That's the greed of our oppressor that the sister was just bringing out and the officer was just talking about. They're going to help who they want to help, but because we're not the people they want to help, they won't help us. So for all you Negroes who talk about vote or die, I would rather die, because voting, you're going to die anyway. You're going to be poor and helpless and homeless in Kansas City as they raise your property tax 350% so that you get foreclosed out of your home. They shut all of the communities down in the black community. Every major city in America. They send agents in Homeland Security to Chicago, to Baltimore, to D.C., to Los Angeles. You don't think your city is next? Your oppressor doesn't care about the poor. They oppress the poor. But our people do. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the Lord designed the people and gave his people a law and rules to care about poor people. Not to go and send their federal agency to bully them and abuse them. That's what your oppressor does. The people who you love, the same white people who just 2 years ago, you used to come against us at Camp 4. You would stand up for white people 2 years ago. You would stand up for the FBI and Trump a year ago, saying, well, we need these ICE agents in these black cities until they oppress you, until they kill you, until your son and daughter are screaming for their mother in the middle of the street with the knee on their neck. Until it happens to you, then you'll say, well, you know what? We don't need these ICE agents anymore. We want the ICE agents to leave. No justice, no peace. You can't empathize with someone unless it's you. That's a problem, black people. That's a problem. When the Mexicans were being abused by ICE, well, that ain't our fight. Now they're in Chicago and they're locking up grandmothers in those apartment complexes in Chicago. Right. Now you're saying we want ICE out of here. I thought you didn't care. I thought it wasn't your fight when it was the Mexicans. We have to learn to come together, black man.
That's right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to learn to come together so that when the next oppression comes, we will be unified under Christ, obeying his laws, statutes, and commandments, and keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments, obeying the Lord, and loving one another. That's why it's so important to come into this school, because in here we keep these laws. We're not greedy in here. If we own land, we have things that we can give away. Guess what? We give it away. We don't just hoard everything to ourselves because we are not allowed to. Right. Go ahead, Cornelia. You had something you want to say?
Nah, so you hit it. So as I was
almost on Christ. Yeah, right. Let me tell you what the sisters are saying and the brothers are saying in the comments. The sister said, retire is in death. Damn right. Give the sister a hand. The Pashiar said, retiring is death. You gonna work till you die. They just went up another year. It was 63 when I was a child. It's 65, I think now. It's 65 now. Then it's gonna be 66, 68, 70. The average life of a black man is like 60 years old. You're gonna die before you even get a chance to retire, and that is what your oppressor wants. Go ahead.
So if I could add on to that, Donald Trump was trying to do something to the point where even with like help that they were giving to the retirees, people that was like giving stamps and stuff like that, they didn't turn it around and now are requiring them to work a certain amount of hours if they're retired though. You're supposed to work a certain amount of hours just to get food stamps.
Yeah, that sounds like the white man.
Yeah, God.
That sounds like the devil.
God, so they got to work like if I'm saying this correctly, I believe it's like 16 hours a month. But they're retired. Some of these people are
70.
You know what I mean? And they're down bad. They don't have the physical capability to stand up or work. You know what I mean?
That's why if I made what General Hyman said is so heavy, give General Hyman a hand. Whenever you see those elderly people as greeters at Walmart, you should feel sorry for them. Whenever you see some old retired person who is, in Walmart, Walgreens, one of these stores you go to and you abuse them and they still working, you should cry for them. Right. Because that shows you the greed and the oppression of the white man. That's right. That shows you how they just don't care. Like the Bible says, they have no countenance for the young or the old. They don't care that this is a child or this is someone elderly. Blacks and Hispanics, we're a kind people, a hospitable people. We're better than our oppressor. We care for someone that's elderly. Someone that's old, we're like, oh, leave them alone. Yo, relax. Hey, sit down, OG. Sit down, mother so-and-so. Right. They're off limits. The young are off limits. Not to our oppressor. Our oppressor doesn't care. They'll kill, maim, rape, anything that's too slow to move. And they're going to oppress someone older because they cannot fight back. Let that be a lesson to all you blacks and Hispanics about white people. White people pick on people who they're bullies. They're going to oppress elderly and young because they cannot fight back. They're not going to pick on someone who can. They're picking on a demographic who can't fight back. The poor, strangers, who are the strangers in the Bible, in this context I'm using it in, are not refugees, immigrants. The immigrants are the strangers in America. The immigrants can't fight back. They don't have the military to fight back. They're coming to America to make a better life for themselves. And the Americans say, well, we don't want them. Let me tell all of you brothers and sisters something. And La Raza, for La Raza that's listening. Oh, yeah. For all you Hispanic brothers and sisters, there is no border problem. There's no problem on the border. Because if Mexicans were white people, America would erect a statue in the Gulf of Mexico that says, bring me your tired, your sick, your huddled masses yearning for freedom. That's what they did to the Italians and the Irish. There is no border problem. The problem on the border is that La Raza is not white. Is that the Dominicans and the South and Central Americans aren't white. Because if they were white, America will create a statue in the Gulf of Mexico that tells Mexico to bring them their tithe. Right. Tells them to bring me your wretched refuse. All of your criminals yearning for our teeming shore. That's what America did in the 1800s. That's what they did when the Italians and the Irish and the Jewish were trying to come to the shores of America. And they made them go through Ellis and Paris Island on the west and the east coast. When the Chinese were coming, they made them go through Paris Island in California. But because they're Mexicans, because they're God's chosen people, America doesn't want them now. The white man is the devil, the Bible speaks. That's right. And he's an animal. He's oppressing poor blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians on purpose. On purpose. Do you understand? He's doing it on purpose. It's not a coincidence the government shuts down around the same time every year. It's not a coincidence that they can never agree on a government spending. They agree on sending the farmers $10 billion. They can agree on ICE agents going to Chicago. Both sides of the aisle. There's a coincidence, though, and when they can't agree on spending for the entire nation, now the government has to shut down. Oh, I know what it is. You're too greedy to share all the money you amassed. You're too greedy. The UK is going through the same thing. The UK and Italy and France, all of the white European countries are all going through the same thing. They're all greedy and they have avarice out of this world, and they will never help God's chosen people. So guess what we have to do? We need to turn back to these laws. We need to turn back to the Lord. We need to change our lives and turn back to the Most High, man. And it starts right here. It starts right here in these classes. Go ahead, if anybody has something to say, you can go ahead and say it.
I was just going to say, make a point real quick. The Ukrainians.
Oh yeah, please.
The Ukrainians. When they got bombed, and when all those immigrants, they flew them straight over here. You understand? And they didn't waste no time getting the Ukrainians over here from the situation that they was in. God. You understand? They spent how much did they give the Ukrainians?
Billions. Still to this day.
And they still give
hundreds of billions of dollars. And the Israelis.
And the Israelis. Yeah, forever. They forever in debt to the Israelis and goddamn Salakia. The Ukrainians. Because I'm gonna start going off.
South African farmers, the white South African farmers,
like all of them. They don't care about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
The sooner we realize this, and it's like we have to keep emphasizing on this point, because we're separated and divided as a nation. You understand? Our oppressor has done a number. And what was that in class yesterday?
What's that?
Just the deception. We've been deceived. No, I was watching a TikTok with Captain Yachty out there in Texas.
Okay,
he was breaking down how Satan has deceived us.
Yes.
Our oppressor has deceived us.
Yes.
Our oppressor is Satan's spies.
That's right.
They deceive us into thinking that we're different. They deceive us into joining gangs. Anything that's dividing the nation of Israel is a deception.
That's right.
You understand? And we're here to break those chains. That's right. Understand? So the more that we are focused on being divided, the further we are away from the Most High God. Yeah, right. And that's what we have to understand. We're being deceived. They're coming. They don't even have to come. It don't even matter if they're coming together because they're in charge. They're in power. And their power, and with their power, they don't even damn about their own people.
That's right.
That's why the world of the earth needs a new power.
Damn right.
So how about get this new power? And when we get this new power, those of us who are fortunate to get a crown, you're going to see this earth shift in the direction that you never could imagine. That's right. All I want to say.
Damn right.
I am the Most High, your power. Verse 23. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 24, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, an holy convocation.
That's 20. You read the 20. You read the 28. I thought.
Yeah, 28.
Oh,
yeah, you read the 28.
Verse 25. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. Verse 26. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, 27. Also in the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. Verse 28. And ye shall do no servile work in that same day, for it is the day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Most High, your power.
That was last week, the Day of Atonement. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters who kept the Day of Atonement. And if it was your first year keeping the Day of Atonement, Most High Christ, well done. Go ahead, Elisha.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29 in the Hebrew. Kaya ka hanapash shashar la'av the ainah ba'aitazam hayawam hazah wana karatha, ma'anyo. Verse 30. Will call Hanapash Ashar, the Aisha call Malaka, Ba'itazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Wahabatya, Hanapash, Hahawa'a, Ma'quarab, Aymar. Verse 31. Call Malaka La'a, the Aishwa, Kakwat, Iwalam, Ladarathyakum, Bakal, Mashabatyakum. Verse 32. Shabbathwan, Hiwa'al Lakam, Wa'ain Yadom, Napashyakum, Batha Sha'ai, Lachadash, Ma'irab, Irab, Dashabathwa, Shabbathkam. Verse 33. Well, Yadabar, Yahweh, all Mashallah Amar. Verse 34. The bar, all Banya, Yasha'ala, La Amar, Baka Masha, Aishar, Yawam, La Kadash, Hashabayaya, Hazah, Ha, Hasa Kawat, Shabba'ai, Yam Yam, La Yahweh. Last verse, verse 35. Bayawam, Hara Ashwan, Makwara, Kadash, Kal, Malakat, Ibada, La'a, the I.S.U.P.K.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be all among his people. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Verse 31. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. For even unto even shall you celebrate your Sabbaths. Verse 33. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the Feast of Tabernacles for 7 days unto the Most High.
This is what we're celebrating tonight, the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles. For those of you who don't know, the closing will be next Monday, the 13th of October. Same place, same time, 7 p.m. sundown. We'll be right here, keeping and hold down the closing of the Feast of Tabernacles. This is the opening. It's for a span of 8 days. Everyone understand? A span of 8 days, right? Keep going, Kunaya.
Verse 35. On the first day shall be a holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
So like I said, 8 for 7 days. Excuse me, for 7 days. All right. On the first day should be a holy convocation. So what's a holy convocation? A holy convocation is a Sabbath day, right? Which is why it's a high holy day and it's not just any other day, right? A memorial is not a high holy day. A day that in the kingdom of heaven, there are going to be plenty of parties now. There are going to be plenty of days where we're going to be partying and coming together and doing our jig and dance. It won't be a high holy day. You understand? Because we're now free. Now, who knows? Yahushua might make the day that he comes back to give us justice. We may make that a high holy day. We can do anything in the kingdom of heaven. And when I say anything, I mean everything lawfully. We'll be able to make our own high holy days, right? But as it is now, every day is not a holy day. Some new moon, and I hear brothers like every quarter ask General Hyman about the same question. It's like, what is this new moon? It is no new moon. There's no celebration of the new moon, right? That's something fake Israelites do because they follow Jewish culture and religion. Right. There's no new moon celebration. There's no birthday celebrations in the Bible. You can stop asking General Hyman the same questions every Thursday about did Job and his kids celebrate their birthday, or did in the Bible, is there, what's the other one? It's not new moon, there's another one. In Acts, they try to pull Acts to say there's the day of Pentecost. Oh, yeah, kind of. The day of Pentecost is not a celebration. What you're reading in the Bible is them celebrating the Feast of First Fruits. Right. That is that day that you're reading about in Acts. There are no new high holy days. Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, is all the high holy days that we celebrate. So it's a holy convocation. Why? Because it's a high holy day. It's a Sabbath service. right? There's a feast amongst all the children of Israel. We're all coming together, just like at Passover, just like a feast of unleavened bread. We're all coming together to hold this day down, right? Every day is not that special, all right? The day your child is born, you know, is not a holy convocation. It's a special day and it's glorious. It's a blessing, but it's not a holy convocation. Everyone understand? So that's what makes something a holy convocation, is if it's found in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, if it's a high holy day, a Sabbath of rest, and if it's a feast amongst all of Israel. That's the components of a high holy day. If it's not in this scripture, then it's not a high holy day. Everyone understand? So now everyone can stop. Elijah, y'all can make a clip out of that so everybody can stop asking General Muhammad. Everyone that comes into the school always has those same questions. Is the day of Pentecost? Did Job and his kids celebrate their birthday? Is the new moon's a celebration? No, it's not. Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, is all the high holy days. Everything else is just, you know, whatever you want to do and whatever you want to celebrate. But the day that we have to keep are these holy convocations. Go ahead. What I got a bar? Was that it?
Slightly, that was it.
Okay, so
back on me. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 36 in the Hebrew. Shabbat, Yam Yam, Bakorabyo, Asha, La Yahawah, Bayawam, Hasha Mayanya, Makora, Kodash, Ya Lakam, Wahakwa Raptum, Asha, La Yahawah, Itazara, Hawa'a, Kal, Malaka, Abadala, the I.S.U.P.K. Verse 37. Hold on.
23 and 37.
Allah, Mawa Idea, Yahweh, Ashar, Dakorabwa, Atham, Makoraya, Kodash, La Hakorya, Asha, La Yahweh, Allah, Wamanacha, Zabak, Wana Sakyam, Dabar, Yawam, Bayawamba. 38. Malabat, so like Malabad, Shabbath, Yahweh, Wama Labad, Mathana Wathyakum, Wama Labad, call, not a Rathyakum, Wama Labad, call, not a bat, not a Slaki, not the Nadab, not the
Not a Wathyakum.
Not a Wathyakum. Okay, I had
you had 38, right?
Kind of the kind.
That's not a Wathyakum.
Not a Bawathi, okay. Not a Bawathyakum, Ashar, the Danwa, La Yahweh. Verse 39. Bakamasha, Aishar, Yawam, La Kadash, Hashabayaya, Ba Sapyakam, Daba Wa'a, Ha Rataza, Dachagat, the Hadwa, Had, Yahweh, Shabbai, Yam Yam, Bayawam, Hara Ashwan, Shabbathwan, Waba Yawam, Hashaba, Hashayamya, Ya, Shabbathwan. Verse 40. Wala Quatham, Lakam, Bayawam, Hara Ashwan, Karai, Itazab, Hadar, Kapat, Damaryam, Wa'ai Na, Itazab, Ibat, Wa'ai Rabia, Nahal, Washama Katham, Lapanya, Yahweh, Alahayakum, Shabbat, Yam Yam. Verse 41. Wakagad, Wakadam, Adwa, Had, La Yahweh, Shabbat, Yam Yam, Bashana, Kakwat, Iwalam, La Rakyakam, Bakadash, Hashabayaya, Dakagwa, Adwa. Last verse, verse 42. Basakat, the Shabwa, the Daba Salaki, Shabai, Yam Yam Kal, Hazarak, Salaki, Hazarak, Ba Yashala, Yashabwa, Basakat.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 36. 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire to the Most High. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and a drink offering, and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Verse 38. Beside the Sabbaths of the Most High, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all of your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord, unto the Most High. Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Most High your power 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Most High 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in 7 months, so like in the 7th month. Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites shall dwell in booths.
All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. That's not every day. This is the Feast of Tabernacles. Everyone understand everything he just read was all describing the Feast of Tabernacles, right? That is what that's what a tabernacle is. A tabernacle is a booth. It's also known as the Feast of Booths. You had the old school brothers who was in the truth long before I was even born call it the Feast of Booths, right? It ain't the Tabernacles. We got fancy on them calling it the Feast of the Tabernacles. They say Feast of Booths, right? You and Commander Yahanna reference it as the Feast of Booths, and that's what a booth is a tabernacle. Right now, why does the Lord say that he shall dwell in booths 7 days? I'm sorry. Oh, that's in verse 23. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead because we only got like 2 more verses left. The Lord wants us all to remember how humble of a nation we are. Right? Think about the type of people who dwells in booths. A booth is a tent. For those of you who don't know, it ain't a house or a mansion. It's a. Say it again, Elisha.
I said few.
Say it again.
So just people who are like you know,
frugal.
Oh, frugal, yeah, frugal.
Yeah, frugal. You know what the Southeast?
Frugal. We all to public school. Shit.
Yeah.
Frugal, right? The
Frugal.
Lord, frugal. The Lord wants us all to remember that we are a humble people, not a meek. Remember, the Bible says the meek shall inherit the earth. Who are the meek? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are the meek. We don't need a lot to, make our day. Our oppressor has so much greed, it would drive you insane. You couldn't be that greedy, right? Even Floyd Mayweather give money to charities. He does more than Donald Trump, right? Because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians just can't take everything. It'll make you feel like, damn, what am I doing? Right. You'll feel bad, right? Because as a people, that's who we are. That feeling you get like, man, I see this homeless person on the corner, whether you white or black, I got some change, I'll give them some change. White people don't have that feeling. That feeling, even they Lord and Savior Charlie Kirk, they Lord and Savior damn Charlie Kirk. That's their Lord and Savior. They say he the new Dr. That's the white Dr. King. Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk said he don't believe in empathy. That should tell you something about white people. And he was a Christian, a white Christian. That should let you know who you're dealing with in your oppressor. They don't have the same type of emotion we have when it comes to seeing someone down. They want to abuse someone that's down and out. They want to hurt them. They want to assault them, not Blacks and Hispanics. We look for a fair fight. That's why even when we get gunned down by the cops, it's like, what are y'all doing? I just had fists. He had a gun. Put your gun down. Let's fight like a man. They don't know what that is. They don't understand fairness. They don't know the feeling of, man, this cat, I got a gun. I'm 6'8". He's 5'11" with just fists. I'm 6'8" with them. I'm a trained MMA fighter. I'm gonna leave this cat alone. They don't understand that. They could be 50 deep. They still need more to come tackle one brother, two brothers, two sisters. Why is it like that? Because they are just a cruel race of people.
Right.
The Bible says the wicked go estranged from their womb. They just estranged from the womb. From birth. They're just big-headed white devils. I don't know what else to tell you. They don't have the emotion or the feeling or the soul we have, the compassion we have to care about someone who doesn't have. The Lord made us to dwell in booths, which means what? We are compassionate and meek and caring. That's who we are. We're not a people that dwells in mansions and a people, a people who have to have everything. We don't need everything to survive. All we need is each other. That's the race of people the Lord designed when he designed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And when I say design, I mean chose us. When the Lord chose us, we were few amongst all the other races of people. We are still few amongst all the other races of people. We are the minority. That's why the Lord chose us. He chose us and he gave us a law, and now we have the laws of Moses. And guess what that law does? It makes us care about one another. It makes us care about the small guy. It makes us look out for the little man. It makes us care about one another and want to be around each other, and not a people who are selfish and greedy like every other race of people. You look at the Arabs and the Africans, they're the same way. If given the opportunity, an African will go to the top and he will forget all of his African brothers. How do I know? Because that's Africa's history. You don't think that Africa has had African presidents? Every president of every African country has only ever been African. Patrice Lumumba, the Kenyan president now, the Nigerian president now, all of those presidents that give all from France and Germany are all Africans. Now, what does their country look like? What does Nigeria look like? Remember all those civil wars that they still having civil wars. The Hutsis and the Tutsis. One of those African tribes were tall and light skinned, and the other was short and dark skinned, and they all had civil wars between each other. That's what that movie Hotel Rwanda was about. Damn, what's his name? The one Africa who was sentenced to 27 years. Nelson Mandela. He was a president of damn South Africa, and he was oppressing the African South Africans. That's why they sentenced him to 27 years. And then it took his wife to come to go across the goddamn ocean to America to protest his release with who was the president? Bill Clinton. And then George Washington, the first one, H.W. Bush. And they finally let him out of prison after 27 years. He was not nice to the African South Africans. Those Africans over there, when they become president of their country, they are greedy just like the white man. The Arabs too. The Chinese too. They don't look out for the best interests of their people. They look out for the best interests of themselves. Right. Well, the Lord said he made Israel to dwell in booths. He made us to be a meek people, the salt of the earth, the people who care about one another, not a people who are greedy, not a people who get to the top and then forget about everyone. That's why they hate Marion Barry in D.C. Right. Marion Barry, when he became the mayor of D.C., he looked out for all the poor niggas in D.C. That's why white people hated him. That Baltimore mayor the same way. It's black people who do get positions of power. Look at Adam Clayton Powell Jr., Sr. up there in Harlem, New York during the time of the Harlem Renaissance. He was mayor and then later became a senator, and he was best friends with Malcolm X, best friends with Bumpy Johnson. They made a show about it called The Godfather of Harlem. And in that show, they make him seem like an Uncle Tom. He was not an Uncle Tom. He was a brother who loved his people, and he looked out for the brothers and sisters in Harlem. Harlem have had many black mayors who looked out for the common man in Harlem. You understand? White people can't say the same. Arabs and Africans can't say the same. When they become politicians, look at Josh Hawley from right here in Missouri, down from Lexington, Missouri. Josh Hawley from Lexington, Missouri, don't give a damn about Missourians. Missourians sitting here, the taxes have increased. There are no laws for the tenants. Missouri is a landlord-friendly state, which means what? There are no laws for the tenants. When Josh Hawley was running for office to become senator, what did he promise Missourians? Anybody want to just guess? Anybody want to guess what Josh Hawley said? I know I keep up with politics, especially if it's right here in Missouri. Josh Hawley's a devil from Lexington, Missouri, which is an hour away from Kansas City. And he was not the only, he wasn't the first one. There was another white racist senator from Lexington, Missouri. Neither one of them gave a damn about their constituents right here. When he just re-ran last year against that Democrat, I watched the debate. There were white people questioning him saying, when you ran the first time, you said that you were against corporate greed, that you were going to make sure that the Missourians have that they won't go up in their property taxes in the state of Missouri. Josh Hawley said in that debate, I will make sure that they won't go up on the property taxes in Missouri. Kansas City is 350%. They went up on property tax.
I thought you was gonna say he said he did in hell.
No, Josh Hawley did y'all worse. That nigga took plane trips across the country with Missouri's tax money.
Hey, he was in hell.
It was and Missourians saying, even white Missourians said, we ain't gonna vote for that devil. We ain't gonna vote for Josh Hawley. They still voted for Josh Hawley by a small percent. He won, and now he in office again and not caring about Missourians because that's Arab politicians. That's African politicians, not blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Oh, God.
We are obligated to care about the small guy. We're obligated to care about our own people. And that's something you better take. You better take that with you. Like, man, I can't let this brother starve.
Wow.
I got to help this sister. I got to help this brother. That's who the Lord made. Go ahead, Elisha.
And if I may, what's so heavy with what you bringing out? Like, we're supposed to be a nation that has no respect of persons.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like, just because the mighty or the rich is the rich doesn't mean you're better than the poor.
That's right.
The oppressor, the so-called white man, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, they get off on that because a lot of them are just really tiny men that are in power.
Yeah.
You understand? So you have to have things to make you the man.
That's why they drive the big trucks. With
Yeah,
them.
they
because they got small penises. What the brother said, give him a hand. I'm trying to tell you because his kids in the class. I'm gonna tell you, they have tiny penises. Yeah, they have small. White men have small, inferior rods to a black man's rod, which is the reason why they gotta have them big old lifted 8-foot lifted trucks, and they gotta have the biggest this and the biggest that because they're cops. That's why the cops beat your ass when they pull you over because they're really, like the brother said, they're tiny inferior rod, and they can't please their wife at home. They need that white woman at home, and they can't please her. So what does a white wife do? She looking at you.
Right.
She looking at you. She looking like, damn, look at Jamal. Look at Kareem. Look at Malcolm. Whew. If only my husband had swag like that. Meanwhile, this devil, he can't perform. He got to go get all types of apparatuses for his white woman at home. That white dog he calls a wife at home. And she's looking at black and Hispanic men. So guess what her white husband does? He goes to abuse black and Hispanic men.
Right.
He goes to abuse them. Like, oh, these niggers with their swag and their sagging pants and their, because this cat, I can't compete with this cat. I don't have what this brother has. So like, I ain't mean to cut you off. That's what he was trying to say. They got small rides for all of you black women who thinking about going to the swirl.
Well,
you're gonna be sadly you're gonna be let down when you go over there and get a white man.
Well, I mean, to elaborate on that point, if you go and research why they even created like their version of their version of black and white. You understand? Now they try to say the white is everything righteous and clean and try to say black. They created that because they already knew that they were inferior to so-called black men. Their women would choose us even in slavery. So they had to create a status. They had to create a status to make us beneath them.
That's right.
And make it, that's when the propaganda and those type of things started happening. They had to create that image of us to be underneath them.
Right.
But what I was saying also, to go on, we never needed to, like, if you study our history, the rich or the poor, we don't need a mansion with 20 rooms, 10 bathrooms in order to feel like we're special.
That's right.
You understand? Because the rich will look out for the poor didn't hate on the rich.
That's right.
We just knew that we were a nation.
That's
You
right.
understand? That's why you see these laws in the Bible. You're a servant. You understand? The master will respect the servants.
That's right.
You understand? You're still an employee. You can look at it that way. There were laws based on everything and every level of person, whatever, no matter what type of level you on. But because we follow our oppressor's culture, we're busy out here trying to make $1 billion.
That's right.
Jay-Z's worth $1 billion,
yeah.
and he's still trying to make another $1 billion.
That's right.
He think in Jay-Z's mind, he thinks he has to make $10 billion before he can come back and help his people.
Right.
And that's why I give, Kaepernick a hand. He didn't have to take that knee.
Oh yeah.
That brother didn't have to do any of those things that he did. And I speak highly of that brother. He's not in the truth.
That's right.
But he's a brother that took a knee, that lost his NFL job.
Yeah.
Who went and paid for an autopsy.
Oh, for that brother that was hanging in Mississippi.
That brother didn't have to do any of that. Now, Lord willing, that brother coming to the school.
Yeah,
because those are the type of men that we need in the school. He's a football player. He's worth some millions at least.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do any of that.
Yeah.
He could be worried about the next chain of Rolex or Bentley that he's about to buy.
Or next mansion.
Or next mansion.
That's right.
That's the type of spirit that the Most High God is trying to build up in this school.
Damn right. Get it better. Damn right. The sister said, Sister Yahanna said, every nation would choose us in every category until it's time to suffer.
Until it's time to suffer.
That's what right. That's the truth. Everybody, what they say, everybody want to be a nigga, but don't nobody want to be a nigga. It's fun to just look cool and use our lingo until it's time to actually suffer like a North American Indian or Hispanic or a Negro. It's fun then. But what the brother said was absolute truth. Right? We don't need a lot. Look at Allen Iverson, too. The brother Allen Iverson and Michael Vick. Those are two brothers that come to mind whenever I think about the Feast of Booths, because those are two brothers who white people looked at like, why would y'all give y'all money away to help y'all's community? I mean, literally. There was an interview Michael Vick had with an oppressor, and Michael Vick said, I went broke because I was helping my people. And the white man, I think it was Max Kellerman, he said, well, why would you do that?
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer did too. Tupac. Like, these brothers get money, and it's like, why would y'all go back to the hood and help the hood? Nigga, because that's who the Lord created as blacks, Hispanics, and Native. He gave us a moral compass. He made sure that we didn't hoard everything to ourselves. Michael Vick said, man, I couldn't. He said, why wouldn't I? The devil tried to cut Michael Vick. He was like, he said, why would you do that, Mike? He said, why wouldn't I? I had enough money. Yeah, I think Michael Vick, didn't he sign like $100 million contract with the Falcons or something? He gave like over half of that away to the hood in Virginia. Same with AI, Allen Iverson. And they looking at them like, why? Yeah, like, why would you do that? Now, he's from Virginia, too.
Oh, AI from Virginia?
757. He played for the Philadelphia 76ers. But they was like, why would y'all do that? Because that's our people. That's what we do. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to make it big, get a lot of money, even if you're just a doctor, not just, but even if you're a doctor or lawyer, it's not just to make it to being a doctor or lawyer. You got to go and extend your hand back to the brothers and sisters that's still down there. There are brothers and sisters who couldn't make it with you, but you still got to go back to help them along, man. You wouldn't be a man, you wouldn't be a woman if you didn't go back to help the brothers and sisters that you left behind. Every brother and sister wasn't raised like you. They didn't have the sense that you have to go to Harvard, go to Yale, go become damn Clarence Thomas and Dr. King. There's some brothers and sisters who have to do that time because they just weren't there yet. But guess what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to go back and reach your hand, extend your hand, and then pull them up, help them up. That's what other races do not do. Don't let them trick you thinking that white people got all this brotherhood. They don't do that. We do. Hispanics and Native Indians do. And that's who the Lord designed. That's what the Bible says when it says he made us dwell in booths. We're a low people. Don't try to be more than that. Be Israel. Be that. Be a people that's made to dwell in booths who don't need everything like the officer said. We don't need a mansion. If we're gonna get a 15 damn room mansion, we're gonna have all the 12th Street in the mansion. There you go. We're gonna have all 24th in the mansion. We're gonna have all of Kansas City in the mansion. Go ahead, Kunaya.
Go ahead. This is ironic, man. I was just reading the scripture to my my daughter before we got here. Like, everything we've been talking about has been hidden directly on these scriptures. So I want to read this other scripture real quick. This is 1 John again, 1 John 3:17. But whoso have this world's good and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him?
Damn, that's heavy. Get that.
Like, and this is one of the things that the Christians, they all claim to be Christians, but you hide behind being Christians, man. Like you were saying, what was that you said right before you went into your spiel about Charlie Clerk? You said you did the thing, and then you said he's known for no compassion.
No compassion. But he said that he don't believe in empathy.
But he has no empathy. But how is he known as if he's a lover of God?
Right.
How is he known when you see just by this scripture, he doesn't believe in anything God says?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how Christianity is as a whole. They believe nothing that God says, man, but claim to be lovers of God and their people, man.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
That's heavy. Go ahead, Elisha.
And my last point on that, and you can tell that we are the Lord's chosen people because like you said, Allen Iverson, from Michael Vick, any brother that get a little bit of something, I don't care if you hustling in the street. We're not supposed to be hustling in the street, but you try to take your niggas with you.
That's right.
That's a nigga mentality.
That's right.
What he just read in what's that verse you just read?
It's 1 John 3 and 17.
Thank the Most High for the nigga mentality.
Damn right.
That's a nigga mentality.
Damn right.
You understand? Charlie Kirk didn't have a nigga mentality. That's why he couldn't have any empathy.
That's right.
That's why they hate and don't care about their own people. The Lord, look, that's a nigga mentality.
That's it, God.
Right.
God.
That's all I wanted to say.
Damn right. Go ahead, Elijah. Let's finish it out. Let's get on out of here.
We ain't-
Damn right. That was heavy. Damn right. God, we didn't make a clip about that. That's the nigga mentality. Not gunning each other down in the
Hell
streets.
no.
Helping your brother. That's the nigga mentality. And stick mentality. That's
Right.
Hispanics too.
God.
I know. Latinos and the squaw mentality, the savage mentality for the North American. We good at is helping one another. And we good at helping strangers.
God.
We good at helping oppressors and other races of people that come into our hood. We look out for them too. Because that work created. That's what the Lord wants in the people, not who America are, or who America is.
So like I
Go
gotta
ahead.
say one thing, and that's why we should rule the earth.
That's right. Damn right. Damn right. Go ahead, Elijah.
This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 43 in the Hebrew. Lama'ain, Yadar, La Da'aiwa, Darathikum, Kaya, Basa Kawa, Hasha, Hawa Shabathya, Banya Yasha'ala, Bahawataza Ya'aya, Awa Thom, Marataza, Matazarium, Anya Yahawa Alahayakum.
That was 44?
No.
Oh, so
that was 43.
Salaki, I didn't know.
That was me.
No,
That was me.
no,
I
Yeah,
started
but I was about to
laughing.
say
He's 44.
Ushering you along.
God.
Last verse right here. Why the bar? Masha, Ma'ai, Ya, Yahawa, Al, Banya, Yasha'al.
God. This is Leviticus 23 and verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Most High, your power. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Most High.
All right. All right. That's it. These are the feast. These are the feast. These are the feast days. You understand? And tonight, like I said, is the opening of officially the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles, or the Feast of Booths. And the Lord wants us to know this is the people that He created, a people who are meek, caring, and compassionate. And don't ever lose that. And we're going to need that in these last days. Yeah, right. With that being said, I might just us up here stand. Oh. Let me know when I'm good. Am I good? It's a while. All right. Go ahead, light shot. Oh. No, you good. You good. Soft.
La Yasha'ala,
Which means to Israel.
which means to Israel.
Like,
No, you two have a light shot. This is for now. I Majum, everyone stand. All right. Wapanya Hakodam, which means to rise and face the east. There you go. Oh, I got you. Hey, you already too long. All right, we're gonna start with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh,
Malakaka,
Ratazad, Hayah, Aisha, Aharatazah, Kawa, Hayah, Hashemayim, Thunder,
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'Shem Yahushua. Babakusha. Nathanael.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
The prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'Shem Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Ayashala. Waha. I.S.U.P.K. Barak. Rapah. Hadan. Ba'Shem Yahushua.
What we just said was Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha. Ayanya. Ahahari. Mayan. Yabaa. Isaiah. Ma'an. Yahweh. Asha. Shemaiah. Waharatiza. Al Yatham. Lamawat. Regal. Al Yanawam. Shabar. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yasham. Shawamah. Yasha'Allah. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tizal. Al-Yah. Yamnika. Yawamah. Hashemah. La'ah. Yakai. Wayara. Layala. Yahweh. Yashamar. Bakal. Yashimor. Afnapashka. Yahweh. Yashimor. Taza'at. Wabu'at. Ma'itah. Aman. I will lift up mine eyes into the hill. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al the Mayalakha.
All the Mayalaka.
Al the Karash.
All the Karash.
Al the Shakwat.
All the Shakwat.
Al Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Al I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahanna.
Yahanna.
Umashanai.
Umashanai.
Nasha'aw.
Nasha'aw.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimika.
Al-Aimika.
Yariyam.
Yariyam.
Sawa.
Sawa.
Where you eye Tazawa.
Where you your eyes as a wall.
Out is up for one nigga.
Out is up for one nigga.
I'm a what?
I'm a what?
The power.
The power.
When the cocky.
When the cocky.
Goya.
Goya.
Wala.
Wala.
That's the call.
That's the call.
Sham Yashal.
Sham Yashal.
I what?
I what?
Ya.
Ya.
Never eye Tazawa.
Never eyes as a wall.
La.
La.
Had.
Had.
Out.
Out.
Warrior.
Warrior.
Yakwa.
Yakwa.
Oh, you. Oh, you. Had a wall.
I don't want.
Where Shema oh.
Where Shema oh.
Mawab.
Mawab.
Hagari.
Hagari.
The ball.
The ball.
Why
I'm a wall. I'm a lot.
Halasha.
Halasha.
I'm your shabby.
I'm your shabby.
Tazawu.
Tazawu.
Yamashawu.
Yamashawu.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam. Hayu.
Hayu.
Zawawa.
Zawawa.
Labaylawa.
Labaylawa.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Yaham.
Yaham.
Kamat.
Kamat.
Yasa.
Yasara.
Hayab.
Hayab.
Manahal.
Manahal.
Yashwan.
Yashwan.
Yashamad.
Yashamad.
Bayandara.
Bayandara.
Hayu.
Hayu.
Yamam.
Yamam.
La Dam.
La Dam.
Shea Dam.
Shea Thumb.
Yadiyamu.
Yadiyamu.
Ra.
Ra.
Wakazab.
Wakazab.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazamana.
Wakazamana.
How to say a come.
How to say a come.
A show.
A show.
I'm a what?
I'm a what?
Hey, Rashad.
Hey, Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. No what?
Now what?
Alahaya.
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 Shea Dam.
Shea Thumb.
Kagabu.
Kagabu.
Wash.
Wash.
Lapanya Raka.
Lapanya Raka.
Ash.
Ash.
Tabari out.
Taba Ira ya Ira.
Wakalahab.
Wakalahab.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Darajak.
Darajak.
Masahara.
Masahara.
What was so hot?
What was so hot?
Double hello.
Double hello.
Malaa.
Malaa.
Hanya.
Hanya.
Walawan.
Walawan.
Why you question?
Where the question?
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Bashwa.
Bashwa.
Why you bahal?
Where the home?
Ayah.
Ayah.
Why you kapar?
Where the pearl?
Why you bad?
Where the bad?
Why you the iron?
Where the iron?
Kaya.
Kaya.
Asa.
Asa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Bad.
The bad.
Ow.
Ow.
Yawan.
You won.
Ow.
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 Rakazah.
Rakazah.
Amon.
Amon. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
Thy
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of
May
Israel.
be no more than remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The Tabernacles of Edom.
The Tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
The Baal.
The Baal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asa also is joined with them.
Asa also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brick of Kassam.
At the brick of Kassam.
Which perish in Endor.
Which perish in Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nose like a red.
And like Zed.
And like Zed.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zabah.
As Zabah.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Who said.
Who said.
Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High, over all the earth. So be it.
The prayer of the blessings of the parish scripture in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Mayakah?
Why Mayakah?
Why Alahai?
Why Alahai?
Batazabia.
Batazabia.
Alawap Yahweh.
Alawap Yahanna.
Halawap.
Halawap.
Hasaranya.
Hasaranya.
Hakatazayanya.
Hakatazayanya.
Hakayayawi.
Hakayayawi.
Wak.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim Yahushua.
The one Aman.
The one Aman. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General Yahanna.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The trooper.
The troopers.
And the sister.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar, which means to turn. Men of Israel, gird up thy loins and prepare to salute the Torah. Sar. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Sar.
Yabashim Yashabrak Yah.
Sar. All right, you come to the edge. All the young men, y'all come salute the Torah too. Elijah, put your chair back, son. All right. Go ahead, Mashah. I imagine Shabbat first. So you're going to be like this first. I imagine. Right hand. Over the scroll. There you go. Say Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yah. All right. Step back. Your turn. Do just what your brother did. Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yah. All right. Step back. Go ahead. You want to do it? Go ahead. Go ahead. Imagine. Put it over the scroll. Say Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Yah. Go ahead, get my hand. All right. All right. Sit down now. All right. Christ. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, I.M. Shabbat. I.M. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakathum. Yajamatah, Sar, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I.M. Shabbat. I.M. Barak. Yahweh Shemar Latham Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yajamatah, dismiss. This on the cross.
Glorious high holy day. Sabbath service.